I appeal to the citizens of Russia, to the personnel of the armed forces, law enforcement agencies, special services, to the soldiers and commanders who are now fighting in their combat positions, repulsing the enemy's attacks, and doing so heroically. I also appeal to those who have been lured into this criminal adventure by deception, or threats, and pushed onto the path of the grave crime of armed insurrection. Russia today is fighting an uphill battle for its future and is repelling the aggression of neo-Nazis and their masters. Virtually the entire military, economic, and information machine of the West is directed against us. We are fighting for the life and security of our people, for our sovereignty and independence, for the right to be and remain Russia, a state with 1,000 years of history. This battle, when the fate of our nation is being decided, requires unity of all of our forces, unity, consolidation, and responsibility. When anything that weakens us, any strife that our external enemies can and do exploit to undermine us from within, must be cast aside. And so the actions that split our unity are, in essence, an apostasy from our people, from our comrades in arms who are fighting on the front lines right now. It is a stab in the back of our country and of our people. This is exactly the kind of blow that was dealt to Russia in 1917 when the country fought the First World War. But the victory was stolen from her because of intrigues and squabbles and politics behind the backs of the army and the people. This resulted in the greatest shock, the destruction of the army and the collapse of the state, the loss of vast territories, in the end, the tragedy of civil war. This is when Russians killed Russians and brothers killed their brothers, and the mercenary gains were made by all kinds of political adventurers and foreign forces who divided this country and tore it apart. We will not let that happen again. We will protect both our people and our statehood from any threats, including internal betrayal. And what we are facing is precisely betrayal. Excessive ambition and vested interests led to treason, betrayal of their country, their people, and the cause for which the soldiers and commanders of the Wagner group had fought and died, side by side with our units. The heroes who liberated Soledar and Artemov's towns and villages of Donbass fought and gave their lives for Novorossiya, for the unity of the Russian world. Their name and glory have also been betrayed by those who are trying to organize a rebellion, pushing the country toward anarchy and fratricide, to defeat ultimately and to capitulate our nation. I repeat, any turmoil internally is a mortal threat to our statehood and to us as a nation. This is a blow to Russia. This is a blow to our people, and our actions to protect the homeland from such a threat will be very tough. All those who deliberately stepped on the path of this treachery, who prepared an armed insurrection, who rose to the path of blackmail and terrorist methods, will suffer an inevitable punishment and will answer both to the law and to our people. The armed forces and other government agencies have received all the necessary orders. Additional anti-terrorist measures are being introduced in the Moscow city, in the Moscow region, and in several other regions as well. Decisive action will also be taken to stabilize the situation in Rostov-on-Don. The situation remains complex, with the work of the civilian and military administrative bodies effectively blocked. As President of Russia and Commander-in-Chief, as a citizen of Russia, I shall do my utmost to defend the country, to protect the constitutional order, to protect the lives and the security and the freedom of our citizens. Those who organized and prepared the military mutiny, who raised arms against their comrades in arms, betrayed Russia. They will be held accountable for it, and I will call on those who are being dragged into this crime not to make the fatal and tragic, this huge mistake, to make the only right choice, to stop participating in criminal actions. I believe that we will save, and I believe we will defend what is dear
и ответят за это. А тех,
We will defend what is sacred to
в
us.
это преступление призываю
And together,
не
all of us
совершать
together,
роковую, трагическую,
with
неповторимую
our
ошибку.
motherland.
Сделать единственным
Through these
правильным
events that have unfolded, we will together overcome any trials. And through all of these actions, we will also become an even stronger nation because of this.
станем еще сильнее.